And dolls, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So, honey, let me tell y'all something. Being single is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. Those of you that are lonely, or you feel lonely, or you think you're lonely because you don't have somebody. Let me tell you how blessed you are, sweetheart. You don't know how blessed you are. You don't. For those of you who have been in crappy relationships, you have new respect for your singlehood. But for those who haven't been in one in a long time, let me tell you something. If you are not with the right person, um, hold on a second. I do that to y'all all the time, don't I? It's warm and I don't want to put the fan on because you probably won't hear me that well. But anyway, um, being single is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I am not being lied to, lied on, manipulated, tricked, gaslighted, telling me what I did or said that did not happen. I am not in that psychotic world anymore, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I really don't care about online anymore. I mean, it's nice to talk to people, but it's not a priority. A bigger priority is for me to get out on my boat, enjoy life, because I miss it. I miss it. I was down for, oh God, almost a month, or excuse me, I wish it was a month. Down for almost a year with my leg issues. So that wasn't cool. That really held me up, and oh my God, it took forever. And I was in denial. My hair is tickling my face. I was in denial thinking that I'll be better after, what, 6 weeks? Nah, it didn't work like that. I wish it did. I was down for almost a year with the leg issue. Um, so yeah, it's more important for me to have peace. That is, oh my God, that is so crucially important to me. I do not like drama. I do not like mentally ill people who refuse to get help. Refuse, flat out refuse to get help. I have no patience for that. And I refuse to be with somebody else who tries to alter my reality, like I said, and just tell me a bunch of shit that's not true. I mean, people who are narcissistic in particular, they are so used to lying that it becomes just as natural for them as breathing. That's frightening. That is really, really frightening. Because when you look at criminals, they lie their asses off too. And they could look you dead in your eye and lie their ass off. So a narcissist who's not a criminal is probably this close to being one because of the mentality alone. If I convince myself it didn't happen, it didn't happen. But we got your DNA. I don't know how that happened. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I wasn't there. I never was there. Well, how did your DNA get on the victim in the house? I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe the wind blew really hard and some DNA flew off of me and ended up in the house because I wasn't there. And they're so used to lying. It's as natural as breathing. Wow. That's what happens when you don't have a conscience. So I don't have to deal with that shit anymore. I don't have to deal with 1 minute I like you, the next minute I don't. 1 minute I'm affectionate and the next minute I'm not. Or I'm affectionate with you in private but not in public where other people could see. I don't have to deal with none of that shit. No damn more. It's beautiful. The peace is deafening. I love it. I don't want you to think because you're alone that you have to be lonely. Look at what I went through. That should make you go, oh shit, I don't want none of what she just had. I don't want none of that. You don't. I'm telling you from experience, you don't want that. So if you have a choice between being alone and having a peaceful life or being with somebody and having your life be like an EKG machine, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, peace, no peace, no peace, quiet, no arguments. Here's some more arguments, quiet. EKG, up, down, up, down. You never know what you're going to get from 1 minute to the next. That's not, no, 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 no. I have always, I'm going to just tell you straight up, I've always treasured my time by myself. I've always valued my time by myself. I enjoy spending time alone. I do. Now, can your life be enriched if you're with somebody? Yes, but it has to be the right person. It can't just be anybody who's filling up the space. Okay? You could do what you want when you want. You could leave your house and go back to your house whenever the hell you feel like it. What else? Hair is tickling me again. You could do what you want when you want to. You don't have to include anybody or ask their opinion or have them say, well, I'd rather you not do that. You don't have to get your brain screwed. Okay? Because manipulation is a brain screw. I'm going to tell you the sky is green. How dare you tell me it's not? Why do you always have to pick a fight? Why do you always have to do this? Or the sky's purple. And you say, no, it is not. There you go. There you go. Do you see what I'm saying? You ain't got to deal with that shit no more. Your life is nice and quiet. And you know what? Quiet is good. Okay? Soak in a hot bath until you turn into a crinkle cut French fry. Paint your nails bright red or bright neon orange. And yes, I've done that too. I got orange on my nails now, actually. Treat yourself to a movie. I have been single for years. Ever since, before the little fucker that I was with before. I was single for years, and it was a beautiful existence. I didn't have to deal with nobody's mouth. I didn't have to deal with nobody's ignorance. I didn't have to deal with mental instability. It was quiet as fuck. And I went to everywhere by myself. And I love that, and I value that more than anything. I value my peace more than anything. I went to restaurants alone. Not really alone. I had a hot date with my Cosmo magazine. Cosmo's my favorite thing. I love Cosmo magazine. Well, let me backtrack. They have become inundated with. There's more advertisements than there are articles, so that it pisses me off. To be quite honest with you, that makes me mad. But back in the day, Cosmo was wonderful. All right. Businesses are too invasive. They just shove commercials in your face. They kind of mush your face with commercials, whether you want to see them or not. And it pisses me off. But back in the day, it was my favorite, I went everywhere, but I've got a couple of friends who they don't like that. They have to be in somebody's face all the time. I've never been that kind of person. I can accommodate somebody in my life if I'm with somebody in a partnership, a real partnership, which I have yet to experience. But I can accommodate, and obviously accommodate my friends because we're obviously in each other's lives. But so far as doing things alone, I'm good at that. I'm really, really, really good at that. I don't need somebody to take me to a movie, go with me to a movie, and hold my little hand. I'm over 18. I could go wherever the hell I want to go. When I went to the restaurant by myself, which I have no problem doing, bring a good magazine, and I just sit there with my magazine and read it, and there's always jokes in there, so I'm like reading and laughing and try not to be too loud. Try not to be too loud with the laughing because I'm in public, right? Because there's always something comical in there, always, right? For my birthday, I'm going to just tell you straight up what I used to do. I would get a corsage the day before. I used to dress up every birthday, and then I decided, you know what, I'd rather be more comfortable than dressy. So I changed from dressing up to casual nice for my birthday, and I would wear the corsage all day because it made me feel special, and I would go to a movie and or dinner, and I brought my magazine with me to dinner, so I'm not totally alone. If you have something to occupy your mind, you're not going to be sitting there in the restaurant going, oh my God, everybody's in here with somebody except me. That couple looks married. That couple looks like they're involved with each other, and I'm in here by myself. No. Let me get that mindset out of your head. If you have something to distract yourself, distract your mind, you can even be on your cell phone or whatever. You're not sitting there worried about being there by yourself because you're doing other things. You're playing on your phone. You're doing games on your phone. Um, I have painting on the cell phone, on my cell phone, which is a little bit addictive, just a little bit. I'm better now. I used to do 5 to 7 a night. Uh, I needed therapy. I'm much better now. But yeah, you got something to occupy your brain. You're good. You're not gonna sit there and mope because you're by yourself. You know. Um, I've been alone my entire life. I've been alone in my marriages. I've been alone in every single so-called relationship. I have been single regardless of being in a relationship with someone else. I've been alone. So I'm good at being alone. It's worse when you're with somebody because you don't expect to be alone when you're with somebody. But I was still alone. So being alone on my actual alone time where there's not someone physically in my space, I'm good at that. Really good at that. I could go anywhere by myself. Go to the mall by myself, a restaurant by myself, treat myself for my birthday, go out on the water by myself. I love it. It's peaceful. I don't have to deal with nobody else's fat mouth, manipulation, sneakiness. My God, I can't stand sneaky ass people. Thank God I got rid of the other one. He's sneaky, sneaky. Pathological lying, not just regular lying, pathological lying, which is worse. You do it just as casual as breathing. I don't have to deal with none of that shit. None of it. You can walk around your house naked. You go to bed naked. Nobody's pawing you in the middle of the night. You don't have to deal with that. Nobody's touching you and doing things to you. You could just go there in your bed naked and sleep. It's a beautiful thing. So there are advantages. You don't have to explain to anybody. You don't have to get anybody else's opinion. You can do what you want when you want, the way you damn well please. Stay as long as you want. You just got freedom, especially if you're with the wrong person. You've just been released from jail. Excuse me, prison. You just been released from prison when you're with a bad person. Okay? So I am free and it feels good. It's peaceful. No more arguing. No more nitpicking. No more I express what I don't like and the person does it anyway. They may not do it the next 2 times, but they're going to start doing it again because your needs are irrelevant. Okay? So if somebody's not giving you what you want and they're abusive and they're nasty and they're backstabbing and manipulative and there's word salad and trickery and the person's defiant, passive aggressive, they're just making you feel miserable. Forget about all the words and the verbiage. If they're making you feel miserable in your soul, it's time to reevaluate whether you have feelings for this person or not. And truth be told, let's just keep it real. If that person's a snake / narc, as a narcissist, for those who don't know, if they're a narc, who you've developed feelings for is not who they really are. That's just fake. That's what they use to pull people in. Every person that this individual has ever been with has been connived and tricked. So you fell in love with a ghost because that person's not real. It's almost like developing a crush on somebody in a cartoon. Superhero with muscles and a big broad chest, or a female superhero with a body like that. Honey, that's not real. That's a fake character. Well, that's the same thing with a narc. They're fake. They're not real. You just fell in love with a cartoon. Okay? So that will make it easier for you to sever ties, and it'll be easier for you to sever your emotions because you fell in love with a cartoon. That's not real. They look real. They sound real. They're not real. They're liars and poisonous. So you'll regain your life back. You'll feel like you've been released from, what is it called? Maximum security prison. You've just been released. You get to smell the fresh air for the first time. You get to see the sun for the first time. Not surrounded by fence with razor wire on the top. You got your freedom back. So look at it that way. Don't be sad. Don't, like I said, you fell in love with a cartoon. They're not real. Okay? So that will help you recover faster when you know it was all fake. It was all a facade. All right? The extent that people will do, the energy that they exert into being fake is just, wow. Hollywood actors would be like, damn. They thought they were good actors. You haven't seen good actors yet. Look at how a narcissist behaves. That's some acting for your ass, okay? Anyway, you got your freedom back. Look at it that way. You got your life back. You can breathe now. You got peace and quiet. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. If God sees fit to put somebody in my life, he will. But he's going to have to, my dad up here, Big Dad, he's going to have to choose that person because I just cannot do it. I can't do it. And I'm becoming meaner and meaner and meaner because I'm tired of people's shit. And a person, I could hurt them so bad that they're crying blood, and I would look at them like, and you better not get that on me. That's how mean I'm getting because I'm up to here. So no more of that shit. No more. No more. Absolutely no more. It's time for me to fall back and live with me, take care of me. And I'm dying to hit the water. Today was a little warm to do that still. And I told you guys I would do a little kayak lesson, which I plan on doing still. I did not forget about you. So when I do go back on the water, I will share it with you and give you pointers on what to do when you're on the water and that sort of thing. Okay? All right. Well, anyway, I didn't forget y'all. All right. Y'all take care. Embrace your peace, baby. All right. Y'all take care. Bye.